Relief talks remain at a standstill. The state of the housing market, like so many other sectors of the economy, continues to be quite uncertain. Joining us now to discuss the retail and urban housing market is Walker & Dunlop CEO Willie Walker. Nice to have you, Mr. Walker. Let me start off with this prospect of eviction that we hear a great deal about, or at least have heard something about, particularly in light of the lack of or the reduction in unemployment benefits. Is it real? Are you worried about it? Are you seeing signs of it in your own portfolio?
We are not, David. What we've seen so far is rent rolls holding up extremely well across the country. And there has been plenty of talk about this eviction tsunami. But landlords across the country aren't looking to evict people right now. They're looking to work with their tenants to keep them in their homes. You saw yesterday, David, that the Federal Housing Finance Administration extended the forbearance and eviction moratorium on single-family homes. They did not do it on multifamily homes. And I think one of the main reasons they didn't is because it has not been an issue across the country so far.
If we don't get congressional action, a bill out of Congress and signed by the White House in terms of new relief, are you concerned?
I am. I mean, I heard you speaking earlier with Carl about the fact that it seems like leaders in Congress are looking at the stock market and things are good and they don't have any real pressure. I would actually say that I think they are very concerned about the numbers. I think the issue with it is that the distance between the Republicans and the Democrats is so wide right now. But I can't imagine either side wants to try and campaign in November off of, well, we wanted to hold at $1.5 trillion and the Democrats wanted to be at 3.5, and so we couldn't find some mutual ground in between. I think both of them would like to get some type of deal done. And there's no doubt with 14 million Americans filing for unemployment benefits this past week that there is a real need for it.
We've talked about so many of the different trends that have either been accelerated or created as a result of the pandemic. One seems to be this move from urban centers to suburban areas. Certainly we get anecdotal evidence of it. We see it in some of the housing numbers. Do you expect that is going to continue, or is that something that we'll look back on as sort of a one-time phenomenon?
Look, it really does depend on how long the pandemic lasts for. I would also say that you have to take into account the trillions of dollars of stimulus that were put into the economy with the CARES Act. But people are focused on home. If you think about the great financial crisis, during that period of time, people were looking for jobs. They would meet with friends at a Starbucks. They would still go out at night. They wanted to pay for their cell phone. I think housing as a focus of your money has moved up in the pecking order, if you will. And so people are buying food, they're buying medicine, and they're focused on housing. And whether that's single family or whether that's multifamily, they are investing in their homes right now. And you've clearly seen that in Home Depot earnings. I think the other piece to it, as far as how sustainable this growth in single family, both starts as well as sales, is that most people out there are refinancing their single family mortgage right now. And so they're going to lock in historically low interest rates. And they're also investing in their homes right now. And so my question is, all of these single family home builders building new inventory, is there going to be a market for that in a year or two when it delivers, if everyone has gone and refied their home today and has also been investing at such a rapid pace?